What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel here. We are out here doing a quick live reaction show from the Unadilla race here. Currently, I'm out here on vacation with the family, doing a little camping trip, but I wanted to bring you guys a video. I did watch the race. We're gonna be doing the show tomorrow, so you know, we're still doing our best to cover everything that we possibly can here. So Unadilla 450s, let's break this down. So big news of the weekend, I guess, would be that Hunter Lawrence comes back on the new 2025 Honda CRF 450 and comes out and just wins the first moto. Great start, just like the Hondas have been having, and ends up getting in a battle with Chase Sexton and actually passed Sexton back and still ended up winning the moto. Like, Sexton passed him, he got him back, which was cool. We haven't really seen that. Usually when Sexton kind of gets people, it's kind of been like Jet this year. Once he gets you and goes, he's gone. And Sexton rode really well that first moto, but Hunter just managed to hang on and make stuff work. So that was really cool to see. Now Sexton rode really well today, ends up getting the overall, ends up extending the points lead there. So that's, you know, that's just is what it is. It's one of those things. When it's your year, it's your year. And this year outdoors right now, especially, it's Sexton's year. So not much you can argue with. AP rode good today. We saw Dylan up front riding with the boys. That was good. Ken Roczen made a triumphant comeback and actually was a little underwhelming as far as the Roczen situation went. He, you know, usually Roczen comes out for these kind of one-offs and he gets the start and he just runs away with things. And that didn't happen today. His starts were mediocre at best, and he just ended up kind of floating around that 5 to 8 position all day. So it wasn't really great there. I'm trying to think if there was anything else really crazy in 450s that really stuck out at me. I can't really... There really wasn't. I mean, Justin Cooper was fast in practice, but that's pretty normal home race there. He kind of hung in there just like we kind of expected. So nothing real wild and crazy other than Hunter kind of winning on that 25. That was a little unexpected. It was unexpected to see him on the 25. Even more unexpected to see him win. That's a pretty quick turnaround because they just debuted that 25 like in the last 2-3 weeks here. I think they debuted it right before the break. So to see them actually get it homologated and get him on it and get a setup that he could go out, pull a start and win. Interesting. Second moto, the start wasn't as good, but I mean, what can you say? It's a brand new bike, so whatever. Moving on to the 250 class there. We're going to go back to the same story we've been preaching all year. When it's your year, it's your year. Deegan should not have won that first moto. Hymas, hands down, in a way, was better than absolutely everybody today. And then Big get off that first moto there, and that was kind of all she wrote. For him, he was so good in qualifying. He was so good in that first moto until the point it wasn't. And that's a bit of a bummer. He looked really good. Bummer for Honda all around in the 250 class because you had Joe during that second moto crash too and get hurt, and I'm not sure what's wrong. Arm in a sling. It's a bad look, but we'll see. Deegan ends up with the win there in the first moto. Second moto just kind of hung around there, you know, and was okay. But again, like he said, he's just out there having fun at this point. He doesn't have to win. He's got a huge lead. Vialle going down in that first moto, which we'll get to Vialle in a second, kind of just coughed it up and gave it to, I mean, Deegan's got a 70-something point lead. He's going to wrap it next week, probably after first moto, to be honest with you. So, as far as Vialle goes, I'm going to continue with just so y'all know, Vialle has a massive Supercross hangover. That's just all there is to it. That's the only thing to say. And I'm not completely convinced that Supercross hasn't ruined his outdoor speed, because at least this year there just isn't much there, which is super interesting. Kitchen had an interesting day. You know, good starts both motos, ends up getting the overall there. So that was cool. I felt bad for Masterpool, both motos going down there after ripping good starts. We saw Marchbanks debut on the PC, kind of where I thought he would be, right in that top 10 range. So nothing wild and crazy there. And Anstey got a podium in that first moto. which I thought was good. He was a bit overhyped as far as I was concerned when he came in there, like to debut there at Southwick, and everybody was really hyping him up as, oh, he's gonna win, he's gonna win. I'm like, new bike, all this stuff. I just don't know. I think it was overhyped. But needless to say, he did get a podium today, which I thought was really, really awesome. And like I said, it's Deegan's year here as far as outdoors goes, and he's going to win this title. He's going to win this title after the first moto next week. So that's just all there is to it. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and wins the first moto next week. So interesting. I'll be interested to see what Roczen does on the 250 in a couple of weeks. Tomac comes back next week. Oh, that was something else in 450s. Webb came back, and pretty much right where I thought he was going to be. Like, he's just there kind of warming up for SMX. So nothing wild and crazy. Comment your thoughts below. This has been a quick wrap up and reaction for the Unadilla show here, or for the Unadilla race. We will have a full show coming up this week, so make sure to tune in Tuesday for the full show and breakdown. Thanks, everybody. We'll see ya on the next one.